Yami and Dan and Yami threaten us double suicide. It fails, and they die. Totally shipping those two. What? Nothing. Okay guys, Rambo the Gamer here, back again with another video. Today we're playing Hunger Games Simulators. It's Hunger Games Simulator again. This is round 2 of the original people from the last video. So if you haven't watched that, go ahead and go watch it. It's all the original people, same districts, same everything. So without further ado, let's get into it. And by the way guys, let's get into it, but by the way, this was suggested for round 2 by Ari. So, go ahead. I don't know if you want to check her out. Go to her channel. Link will be in the description. Yeah. Alright. Proceed. Hopefully this time it won't be giving me any errors. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Crimson runs away from the cornucopia. Cry, Yami, and Cutie Pie work together to get as many supplies as possible. Alright, continuing. Emerald scares Ari away from the cornucopia. Puds runs away from the cornucopia. Dad Cubes grabs a backpack without not realizing that it's empty. Dan grabs a sword. Bay Area Bugs, Lasercorn, and Luca and Nerd Cube share everything they gathered before running. Rambo runs away from the cornucopia. Minx runs away from the cornucopia. Jack, Jammy fight Midnight, and Jeff. What? Jack and Jammy fight Midnight and Jeff. Jack and Jammy survive. So Midnight and Jeff are dead. Already 2. Mark runs away from the cornucopia. Jelly grabs a shield leaning onto the cornucopia. Mario runs away from the cornucopia. Joven falls into a pit and dies. Joven. Everyone give Joven a round of applause. Thank you very much, Joven, for falling into a pit and dying. Polecat takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Proceeding to day 1. Let's go. Mari hunts for other tributes. Pudes defeats Lasercorn in a fight, but spares his life. Yami hunts for other tributes. Cry attacks Ari, but she manages to escape. Woo! Yeah! Dan and Dad Cube track down and kill Nerd Cube. Nerd Cube, I'm sorry your dad killed you. I'm sorry your dad killed you. It's so sad. Rambo strangles Crimson with a rope. I'm sorry, Crimson. Not my fault. Jack, Jammy, Jack, Bay Area Bugs, and Luca hunt for other tributes. Mark explores the arena. Minx tends to Jelly's wounds. Emerald is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Polecat receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Cutie Pie attempts to climb a tree but falls to her death. So many people dead. I'm scared now. Alright. Arena event day 1. A swarm of tracker jackers invades the arena. Yami survives. Minx survives. Dad Cube survives. Bay Area Bugs knocks Dan unconscious and leaves him there as bait. Emerald survives. Cry slowly dies from the tracker jacker toxins. Pude survives. Mark survives. Polecat is stung to death. Jelly survives. Lasercorn is stung to death. Jack and Rambo are run out of places to run and are stung to death. Jesus! Hey, at least I died with Jack. Jeez, Jack, #1 person to die with. Mari is stung to death. Ari and Jammy run out of places to hide and are stung to death. Luca survives. Let's proceed. Holy God. 15 cannon shots! And those 15 people are Midnight, District 2, Jeff, District 4, Joven, District 11, or District 10, Nerd Cubed, District 8. Crimson, District 2. Cutie Pie, District 9. Dan, District 7. Cry, District 7. Polecat, District 12. Lasercorn, District 10. Jack, District 6. Rambo, District 1. Mari, District 12. Airy, District 3. Jammy, District 1. Oh god, it's 5 minutes into this, and looks like half the people are dead already. So, no. Lucas sets an explosive off, killing Pewds, Bay Area, Bugs, and Emerald. That's 3 more. Yami lets Mark into his shelter. Jelly passes out from exhaustion. Minx begs for Dad Cube to kill her. He refuses, keeping Minx alive. Let's proceed. The cornucopia is replenished with food and supplies. Food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Luga decides not to go to the feast. Yami cannot handle the circumstances and commits suicide. Jelly decides to not go to the feast. Mark decides to not go to the feast. Dad Cube decides not to go to the feast. Minx takes a staff leaning against the cornucopia. Day 2. Jelly questions his sanity. Luca sprains his ankle while running away from Minx. Mark sees smoke rising in the distance but decides not to investigate. Dad Cube receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Oh my gosh! Arena event day 2. Wolf mutts are let loose in the arena. Jelly survives. Luca survives. Dad Cube survives. Minx survives. And Mark is eaten by wolf mutts. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Pewds, District 9. Bay Area Bugs, District 4. Emerald, District 5. Yami, District 11. And Mark, District 6. Let's proceed. Night 2. Minx tries to sing herself to sleep. La da 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 da. Luca ambushes Dad Cubed and kills him. Why'd you do that? Jelly thinks about winning. Jelly, you're not gonna win. I'm sorry. But day 3. Jelly picks flowers. Luca dies trying to escape the arena. Minx dies from hypothermia. Well, Jelly, looks like you've won. Fallen tributes. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Dad Cube, District 8. Luca, District 3. And Minx, District 11. And it looks like we have a winner. Jelly, who thought about winning, he is now the winner from District 5. Proceed to placements. Screw you. What place did I come in? I came in 13th place. I came in 13th place! Alright guys, let's go ahead and... No, we're gonna do this again because this was bullcrap. Everyone died. Everyone died on day 1. Everyone died on day 1. We made it to day 3. So we're gonna do this again. Let's pause the video, and due to the magic of pausing the video, I will be back to simulate this again. Alright guys, we're back to simulate this again in the same video. Let's call this round 3. Cause that was bullcrap in round 2. Everyone died from tracker jackers. Yay! I think I already introduced this, so it's a round 3. Let's proceed. We don't even have to introduce anyone in this one. Let's just get directly to the bloodbath. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Emerald runs away from the cornucopia. Dad Cube, Midnight, and Mark get into a fight. Dad Cube triumphantly kills them both. Jeff runs away from the cornucopia. Lasercorn runs away from the cornucopia. Mari clutches a first aid kit and runs away. Pewds takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Luca runs away from the cornucopia. Polecat runs away from the cornucopia. Cry finds a bag full of explosives. Boom, boom! Nerd Cube finds a bow and some arrows in a quiver. Jelly grabs a backpack and not realizing that it's empty. Airy runs away from the cornucopia. Crimson runs away from the cornucopia. Joven runs away from the cornucopia. Rambo takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Yami runs away from the cornucopia. Bay Area Bugs runs away from the cornucopia. Cutie Pie grabs a sword. Jack runs away from the cornucopia. Jamie runs away from the cornucopia. Dan grabs as much food as he can. And Minx runs away from the cornucopia. Everyone runs! All the time! Why? Lasercorn tries to sleep through the entire day. Get up, you lazy! Get up! Pewds, Luca, Emerald, and Dad Cube raid Polecat's camp. While he's hunting, Nerd Cube sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. Airy, Bay Area Bugs, Mari, and Rambo hunt for other tributes. Yes! Jammy sprains his ankle while running away from Crimson. Joven dies of dysentery. Jelly camouflages himself in the bushes. Minx constructs a shack. Jeff searches for a water source. Dan collects fruit from a tree. Cry constructs a shack. Cutie Pie receives fresh foods from an unknown sponsor. Yami makes a slingshot. Jack questions his sanity. Jack, you're already insane enough, so... yeah. Just saying. Fallen tributes. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Midnight, District 2. Mark, District 6. And Joven, District 10. Proceed once more into Night 1. Crimson climbs a tree to rest. Mari tends to Jammy's wounds. Jeff sets up camp for the night. Luca, Airy, Bay Area Bugs, and Rambo tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Oh. Cry shoots a poisonous blow dart into Jelly's neck, slowly killing him. Oh my god, Cry. Alright guys, I don't know if I read this, but I had to go get the dog in. You guys didn't have to wait for me, so... Jack cries himself to sleep. Dad Cube sets up camp for the night. Minx sets an explosive off, killing Cutie Pie, Nerd Cubed, Pewds, and Emerald. Dan cries himself to sleep. Lasercorn passes out from exhaustion. Yami climbs a tree to rest. Polecat stays awake all night. Day 2. Jack discovers a cave. Mari makes a wooden spear. Bay Area Bugs and Dan fight Jamie and Luca. Bay Area Bugs and Dan survive. Airy fishes. Jeff searches for a water source. Rambo overhears Crimson and Dad Cube talking in the distance. Cry receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Yami, Lasercorn, Minx, and Polecat hunting for other tributes. Fallen tributes. 7 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Jelly, District 5. Cutie Pie, District 9. Nerd Cube, District 8. Pewds, District 9. Emerald, District 5. Jammy, District 1. Luca, District 3. Let's proceed. I split this up into 2 videos for some reason, but I'll put them all together in the editing, so you don't have to worry about that. Dad Cube and Minx and Mari cheerfully sing songs together. Jack questions his sanity. Polecat attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. Cry and Dan talk about the tributes still alive. Lasercorn cries himself to sleep. Yami tends to his wounds. Rambo receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Crimson climbs a tree to rest. Jeff lets Airy into his shelter. Bay Area Bugs quietly hums. That's not quietly, but, you know, works. Airy camouflages herself into the bushes. Jack! No! Jack attacks Rambo, but he manages to escape. But why, Jack? But why? Dad Cube searches for firewood. Lasercorn makes a wooden spear. Jeff sets Bay Area bugs on fire with a Molotov. Cry is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Minx is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Crimson fishes. Yami and Dan and Yami threaten us double suicide. It fails and they die. Totally shipping those two. What? Nothing. Okay. Fallen tributes. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Polecat, District 12. Bay Area Bugs, District 4. Dan, District 7. Yami, District 11. Shall we proceed with this? Yes, I think we should. Night 3. Jeff receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Mari is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth. Dad cubed and Cry and Dad Cube talk about the tributes still alive. Minx destroys Jack's supplies while he's asleep. Rambo begs for Lasercorn to kill him. He reluctantly obliges killing him. Killing Rambo. I died. I died. On the other hand, Ares sets up camp for the night. Crimson sees a fire but stays hidden. Alright, let's proceed. Feast. Day 4. This is the feast of day 4. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, blah blah blah. Mari decides not to go to the feast. Jeff decides not to go to the feast. Minx decides not to go to the feast. Jack decides not to go to the feast. Ari decides to not go to the feast. Lasercorn severely injures Cry, but puts him out of his misery. Crimson decides not to go to the feast. Let's proceed. Sorry. Dad Cube. Day 4. Dad Cube fishes. Jack pushes Jeff off a cliff during a knife fight. Ari receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Minx collects fruit from a tree. Mari dies from hunger. Crimson receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Lasercorn collects fruit from a tree. Fallen tributes 4. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Rambo, District 1. Cry, District 7. Jeff, District 4. And Mari, District 12. Night 4. Dad Cube kills Jack with his own weapon. Minx accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. Lasercorn throws a knife into Crimson's chest. Okay, you better not let him suffer. Ari climbs a tree to rest. Good. Very good. Lasercorn receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Ari questions her sanity. Dad Cubes hunts for other tributes. So we're down to the last 3 guys. 3 cannon shots can be heard. Jack, District 6. Minx, District 11. Crimson, District 2. These guys were part of the 6 finalists. So, congratulations, Jack, Minx, and Crimson. Now we're down to the last 3. Lasercorn begs for Dad Cube to kill him. He refuses, keeping Lasercorn alive. Ari receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. That was night 5. Day 6. Lasercorn collects fruit from a tree. Ari hunts for other tributes. And Dad Cubes explores the arena. Alright, let's continue. No cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Night 6. Oh! Ari lets Lasercorn into her shelter. Dad Cube tries to sing himself to sleep. Aww. Ari and Lasercorn. That's totally gonna be a thing. Not really, but you know what I mean. Right. Day 7. Dad Cube tries to spear a fish with a trident. Ari strangles Lasercorn with a rope. That's totally not gonna be a thing. I was wrong. Jesus Christ, Ari. Why? Why? Day 7. Fallen tributes number 7. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. Lasercorn, District 10. Proceed. No! 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 Dad Cube poisons Aries' drink. She drinks it and dies. I'm sorry, Aries. I'm sorry. The winner is Dad Cubed from District 8. What place did I come in this time? 10th place. Alright, yeah. Ari, you came in second. Congratulations, Ari. Let's go ahead and give a congratulations to the top 5 places. First place, Dad Cubed from District 8 with 4 kills. Ari, second place from District 3, 1 kill. Lasercorn, third place, District 10 with 3 kills. Crimson Wolf, 4th place from District 2, 0 kills. Minx, 5th place from District 11 with 4 kills. Alright guys, so let's proceed to the summary, and then that's basically just going to be everything that happened, which is 6 days worth of crap that happened. So yeah, proceed to statistics. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. Be sure it supports the series and the channel. It helps me out a bunch. Leave a comment telling me what you want to see, whatever it is. If you want to see more of this, be sure, leave a comment and tell me if you like this series, if you hate it. And as always, subscribe today to become a part of the Gamer Army. And as always, I will see you guys in whatever the next video may be. See ya! I run away from the cornucopia. Nerd Cube snatches a pair of thighs. Joven snaps Mari's neck. Jesus, Joven! Jesus! Minx runs away from the cornucopia. Ari runs away from the cornucopia. Yami runs away from the cornucopia. Lasercorn and Cube fight for a back. Cube gives up and retreats. Skelly and Emerald fight for a back. And Cube gives up and retreats. Luca runs away from the cornucopia. Polcat runs away from the cornucopia. Crimson falls into a frozen lake.